Hey there, how you doing? Coach here outside of beautiful Arrowhead Stadium, home of the Kansas City Chiefs. You're watching Von Allen Sports, real and honest NFL analysis. So subscribe now and join the empire. Von Allen Sports, let's go, baby.
This is Patriots linebacker, Super Bowl 49 champ, Darius Fleming, and you're watching Von Allen Sports, real and honest NFL analysis. Subscribe now. Join the empire. Von Allen Sports, let's go!
Von Allen Sports. Von Allen Sports.
That was outstanding on so many levels. Look at that torque.
What's up? We're back again. Let's do this. Okay, so game just started a little bit, but it'll be okay. We're good. We're good. How y'all doing? Everybody doing good since last night? Still running high off that victory? Yeah. Me too. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we got the Steelers starting out, and they're well, they had a pretty good run in that, but now they're on 3rd and 7 here. So who was first here? John was first here today. What's up, man? Alpha Courage. What's up? Tyler, how you doing? Phil, Katie, what's going on? All right, you guys, let's go. Let's go. We have 100 people joining us on X. Let's see what's going on there. Where's the comment section for this thing? There it is. I'll say, let's go. Where's Aaron throwing it to? That was kind of weird. Well, that was gay. All right. That is not how we wanted to see them start out. Same thing happened last night with the Patriots. You know. Let's go. CJ Stroud, although I think their backup quarterback is probably a bit better than him. Is that a hot take, guys? Is that a hot take? I don't know. Is it? You tell me. Is that a hot take that the backup is better than CJ? I don't know. No, cat. No. Bad kitty. Bad kitty. Ah! Stop biting me, kitty! Okay. All right. Yeah, it depends on which child shows up. That's what I mean. It's very uneven, right? It's like he can be awesome, and then it's just depends. All right, might get a little warm in here, so I'm gonna have to take my jacket off here in a second. Cats are gonna cat. That's what they do, man. That's what they do. They'll try to murder you if you don't give them treats. How's the logo there? Look good? There we go. Yeah, that looks nice. Ooh, that's nice. Let's go. Crossbear. We got Crossbear on Rumble. What's going on? Boom, 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 boom. If you are watching on X, please comment in the chat. And I'm looking at it right now. I have it open. So if you have something to say, say it. Let's go. You want to talk some junk? Let's go. We all know I say plenty of crap. What are you going to say about the Patriots, huh? You want some of this? You don't want any of this. Trust me. I will destroy you. I will destroy you with pinpoint, cold, hard logic. That'll just really, really, really make your vagina hurt. Unless you're actually a woman, and then I don't mean that. Sorry. Just kidding. But if you're a dude, I do mean that. Figuratively, of course. If you're a dude, I'm not touching your vagina. So, Dad, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. Where's this steel curtain defense, huh? Where is that? Where's the Steeler defense? Let's see some of it. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah, where's Blind Assassin? Is he at home crying? I'm crying because the Patriots won, and I'm so mad, and they're back now, and they're gonna like beat the crap out of my teams now, and it's just shit. I can't believe it. Yeah. Where you at, Blind Assassin? He's probably now blind and deaf assassin. Let's go. I'm still buzzed from last night. How about you guys? Third and five. Let's go. TJ Watt out there. Best defensive player in the league. No, it's not Myles Garrett. Okay, that was a good throw. Good catch. Better catch. The throw is actually a bit far. Yeah. That's really gay, though, the way he throws the ball. He's like, yeah, that looks really gay. You don't hold it like that. You hold it like that, you look really, it's like funny looking. Oh, the guy in motion almost fell on his butt. But the Patriots had an easy schedule. Whatever. It's okay, Katie. It's okay. Wasn't talking about you. It's all good. Minuteman. What's up? How lucky are we that Variable is available in 2025 and not hired by somebody else last year? Yeah. We're very lucky, man. Very lucky. I wonder if that was already like in motion, you know. I think Kraft he hired Mayo to satisfy the Rooney Rule, and in reality, he just wanted Vrabel. That's probably what happened. But that's also why the Rooney Rule is stupid. It wasted Gerard Mayo's time, and he might have gotten a job somewhere else. Ah, Blind Assassin's here. What's up? Go Steelers! It's Steeler time. Ugh. I can't. I'm not used to saying that. That's weird. Here, my terrible towel. Go Steelers! Woo! Woo! Terrible towel. Woo! There you go, April. Oh, speaking of April, so tomorrow I'm going to that place that she works, the dentist, and I'm gonna be in a commercial. I'm gonna be one of those customers that talk about how great the product is. You know, we're like, oh my God, it's the greatest. I've never had anything better than that before in my life. In fact, if it was a person, I would marry it. Stuff like that. That's right. Screw the Rams. The Rams are the Chiefs of the NFC. Don't forget that. NFL loves them some Rams. The league and the media love the Rams as much as they love the Chiefs. Fourth down, baby. TJ Watt. Who else is going to be doing that? And unlike Myles Garrett, TJ Watt's probably only on like 3 steroids, as where Myles Garrett's on like 17. So there's levels to this, buddy. I mean, if you're going to be even, you got to be taking the same amount, right? That's only fair. So. Okay. Oh, we have a super chat already. We're off to a good start tonight. Let's go. Okay. Screenshotted it twice. Still isn't coming up. What is happening? There it is. Finally. Okay. Elvin Courage, we have a $2 super chat. He says, Pat's getting Vrabel last year might have been just as big of a steal as Brady was in the 2000 draft. Okay. Hold on. Calm down. Let's breathe. I'm going to focus on the word might because that shows uncertainty. And because you sent a super chat, I'm going to be a little nicer about it. But there will never, ever, ever be a steal like getting Tom Brady in the 6th round. It will never happen again, ever. It will never, ever happen again. It will, in the history of the universe. Okay? The football leagues over in Andromeda Galaxy somewhere, okay, on some weird planet, even their league doesn't have a Tom Brady steal in the 6th round. Okay? They don't. And their version of Tom Brady has like 8 arms. Okay? And he's still not Tom Brady. I love Mike Vrabel as coach right now. That's where that I'm very happy. Very happy. But he also thought Ryan Tannehill was a good quarterback. So let's just wait. Let's just see. But I think we're on to something here. We're very lucky right now. But I'm going to let that slide because Alpha Courage is such a diehard, loyal VASer. No. We're very, we got lucky, man. Damn. We got lucky to have both of them. Although I think if we didn't have Drake May, I don't think Vrabel would have come, maybe. So, there he goes. And Metcalf, as long as he doesn't get in an argument with another fan before the end of the game. If I was a Texans fan there in that stadium, I'd start yelling at Metcalf, trying to get him to come over and talk some junk just to get him kicked out of the game. He's that stupid. Yes, and a diehard loyal Pats fan. Yes, that is true. What's up, Michael? Sierra is here. Thorn is here. What's up? The Rams and Chiefs are the NFL equivalent of Boris and Natasha from Rocky and Bullwinkle. I like the reference. Israel's here. What's up, man? The Texans aren't built for the playoffs. They're not even a real team. They're an expansion team. The only team that's ever existed in Houston is the Oilers, and they're not around anymore. I don't even know anything about the Houston Texans. Are they an NFL team? I'm not sure. So it's just lame. Why didn't you just name them the Oilers again? The NFL should have told Bud Adams, yeah, you're not keeping the Oilers logo. Pulling like a Baltimore Ravens, Cleveland Browns thing. You're going to leave that in Houston. And the Texans become the Oilers. That's what should have happened. Bernie. This means everyone's going to get a pass? Everyone's going to get a catch? Is this like a socialist play? First down. Yeah, when I found out that not only were they changing the Oilers to the Titans, because they were still the Oilers when they were in Memphis, when they changed it to the Titans and then wasn't going to let Houston keep the name, because then when they announced Houston as an expansion team, I thought, are they going to be the Oilers back? No. And we got this stupid name that used to be the Kansas City Chiefs. They were called the Dallas Texans. And Houston Texans. Wow, that's very, very creative. Let me tell you. So amazing. Good job. Yeah, whatever. James Johnson, no one wants to be fair. I don't want to hear anything about fair. If I want to talk junk about Ryan Tannehill, you're going to let me talk junk about Ryan Tannehill. You know? I couldn't stand that guy. I couldn't stand him. I treated him like Carson Wentz. Unless there's something about Ryan Tannehill I don't know personally, then I'd change my mind. So, although his wife, you seen his wife? He did well in that department. Let's go, Aaron. Yep, the New York Jets were the New York Titans. That's right. And another fourth down. Kick the ball. Oh my God. It's a miracle. Is that a field goal attempt? Oh my God, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, they have just kicked a field goal. Holy crap. In the year 2026, they have just kicked a field goal. Alert authorities. Okay. First score of the game. Todd Bowles' wife? Who talking about Todd Bowles' wife? Todd Bowles? Todd Bowles sucks. Terrible head coach. Worst head coach in NFL history. Analytics rhymes with anal cysts. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Oh, Nefertiti. Hey, what are you doing here? Hey, I didn't know you were on. Yeah, no. I was telling everybody about how hot my wife is. And Todd Bowles. And Todd Bowles' his wife. She's a handsome woman. We definitely were not talking about Ryan Tannehill's wife. We definitely were not talking about her. Someone else brought that up, but I was like, man, that's sexist. We don't do that here. Stop it. Okay? What a crappy song. Oh. Sorry, Bob Weir. He's dead. Old dude, right? So he was in The Grateful Dead, yeah? Was that smooth? You like that? That was good, huh? That's how it's done. I'm very good. Patrick Mahomes keeps saying that his wife has resting bitch face because she mentioned it. Hey, I can hear them. They're playing Rage for the Machine. You know that political band that supports the establishment? Did George Kittle sprain his bussy? I think he broke it. That's right, Katie. We're all welcome to do that here. Yeah, that's why I call them Rage for the Machine. Wonder if we'll ever have another NFL team called the Yanks. That was an NFL team from the 20s. Tom Maduro. That's good. I like that. Nice one, Elf. Might as well be. They love their dictators. They love that stuff. Never been a more phony band ever. It's just there used to be a New York football Yankees. Yeah, this is back in the times where the football and baseball teams would be called the same thing. You had that with the Giants, and the San Francisco Giants were in New York. And they'd say New York Giants, and then the New York Football Giants. Some people still say that, although I find it a little strange. It's like, you're a boomer if you're saying football Giants. Kittle is done until the 2031 season, and then he'll probably sprain it again. That's right. The St. Louis Cardinals and the Arizona Cardinals used to be the Phoenix Cardinals. Phoenix Cardinals used to be the St. Louis Cardinals. So they had the football and baseball. My father grew up in St. Louis, and those were his teams, St. Louis Cardinals and the St. Louis Cardinals. It was pretty easy, right? And I'm certain they probably referred to them as the St. Louis Football Cardinals. Before that, they were in Chicago. Chicago had two football teams at one point. That's kind of weird, huh? They gave up that catch, but did you see them? They hit that dude. They hit that dude, and that's what you need. You've got to make these players feel it. You got to make them. The NFL now is where like you can just get a catch up the middle, and there's nothing to pay for. What the hell? Fumble! Let's go. Let's go. It would have been cool to have two Chicago teams. Why? So we could have one of them get shot. I'm surprised the Bears are still alive. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, the Patriots made. Yeah, Michael says the Patriots certainly made Herbert feel it last night. Man, there's so many memes on X right now about Herbert getting just rocked. It's some funny stuff though, man. It's I still think one of the biggest mistakes in NFL history was to move the Chargers to LA. I think they completely screwed all of this up. If you wanted a team in LA, it only should have been one, first of all. But if you force two, if you're forcing two, which is a bad idea, you cannot go by sheer population to support a team. The Rams and the Chargers games are half full of visitors. The Chargers probably more like 75% visitors. But it's the Raiders. This is a Raider town. Okay, this is a Raider state. If the Rams didn't want to stay in St. Louis, okay, fine. I'm not going to force them to stay in St. Louis. Then they're the ones that should have gone somewhere else. The Chargers should have stayed in San Diego, should have got that stadium, whatever. They should have got that worked out. That was a mistake to let that slide. The Chargers are San Diego. That was stupid. But the Raiders belong in LA. And the Rams, they can be in LA too. You know, I know Rams were in LA before, but still, this is a Raiders state. Okay, so whether the Raiders are in Oakland or LA, this is where they belong. It's also kind of weird being called the Raiders when you're in the middle of the desert. Okay, unless you think that Raiders can, rob boats that are sailing through the sand in the middle of the desert. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Are there 49ers fans in LA? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Lots of 49ers fans here. Watch any game where they play the Rams. It's crazy. Let's go, Aaron. What the hell? How do you drop that? You don't get a better throw than that, dude. Oh, that was pathetic. No, you can't move the 49ers to LA though. I don't think the gold rush happened down here. I think that's up there. And another fourth down. So that throw was wasted, that whole sequence. Just catch the ball. Why can't you just catch the ball? So we get the winner of this game, basically. Well, that's going to be awkward if the Steelers win. Yeah, I heard that, John. Yeah, Kayshon Boutte. Yep, he will catch it. But these receivers, it's just infuriating, man. I mean, it's all mental. Dropping a pass like that. I'm not talking about a contested catch, but I'm talking about wide open like that. It is all mental when you do that. It's nothing. When you've got a perfect ball, you just take your eyes off of it for a millisecond, and that's all it takes to drop it. That's it. Tharn asks, is weather really an advantage for teams anymore? I've seen the Packers and Bears lose home playoff games to Sun Belt teams plenty of times. Well, yeah, it doesn't mean that you're going to win or lose. It's just an extra thing. It's an added benefit. But if the visiting team, like, from the Sun Belt, like you're saying, or even a dome team, if they're just far superior, then the home field advantage is not going to help you. It gives you a slight edge in a game where you guys are very even, and it helps a little bit, but it is not a massively over. It's not a thing where it will win you the game if you are inferior to the visitor. Look at the Bucks visiting the Packers. Although it was a bit strangely an actually warm day that day in Green Bay terms for January, but they're going against the GOAT, so it didn't matter. It didn't make a difference. If anybody else was the quarterback of the Bucks that day, the Green Bay Packers go on to the Super Bowl. So I think if you're a northern team, you probably don't want a dome just because you can have that added advantage. In football, in the NFL, okay, this ain't college, okay? In the NFL, you want every advantage that you could possibly get. Everything. Every little thing. I mean, you guys know how many Patriots games, how many games we won just because they were coming to our place in the weather. And then when we could go on the road in other weather situations and it didn't matter, like 2018 Kansas City. We didn't care about the cold. Fumbled snap and gets it thrown away. That was a heads-up play by what's his face? CJ. My Coke went flat, guys. What are we going to do? Hey, can you guys do me a favor? Can you tell Nefertiti in the chat that Lord Von Allen needs a new Coke pronto? Say Vednaga. Just type Vednaga. Vednaga. Type Coke Vednaga. To Nefertiti. Let's see if it works. Oh, I think the Patriots are better than either one of these teams. I think we can beat either one, but I don't say I want, because that always blows up in your face, So you got to win who's in front of you, and that's it. Very good, Minuteman. Very good. Very good, James. Very good. So Vednaga, that is Bulgarian for right effing now. Like it's a very demanding word. We don't have a word like that, but it means right effing now. Coke, Vednaga. Or you say, Majorly Coca-Cola, Vednaga. And then you end it with Molia, which means please. So you're like really rude, and then you go, please. Good throw. First down. That's what I'm teaching them. That's right. That's right. You guys want you want to learn some more Bulgarian? I'll teach you something. I'll teach you something funny. Champagne, Vednaga. I don't know no champagne. You can have some champagne. That crap. You're the one that, wait, was that the gift one? The one from your friends? I don't drink, but you drink it. So I know, Michael. I know that we did. We got robbed. That Super Bowl would have been fun. That would have been a high scoring game. A completely different dynamic between the Saints and the Patriots than it would have been with the Rams. We couldn't score against the Rams because of Wade Phillips. Patriots would have been able to run up the score on the Saints that year. So it probably would have been a shootout. It probably would have been like a high-flying, high-scoring game. Probably be more like Super Bowl 38. It'd have that kind of vibe. Like, feeling each other out for the first half, and then in the second half, it just, boom. As Tom Brady says, the dam breaks. It's probably what the Saints-Rams game would have been, or Saints-Patriots games would have been like instead of the Patriots-Rams. Hey! Take that thing off. It's hair. It's awful. Here you go. Thank you. Milena's wearing the ugliest jacket I've ever seen in my life. It's supposed to be some kind of designer fancy jacket or something, and it's just, it's horrid. So whenever I see it, I just hiss at it. I think she wears it just to annoy me. I think you should just take your clothes off. I think that would be better. Let's go. Nick Chubb. Boy, it must have been rough going through high school with that last name. Yep, Wade Phillips is a pain in the ass, dude. If Wade Phillips didn't exist, we would have been in the Super Bowl in 2012 and 2015. Wait, was he the defensive coordinator then in 2012? Wait, which one was he the defensive coordinator for? 2012 or 2015? One of them. When did he move to the Rams? Anyway, he cost us one of our trips to the Super Bowl against the Broncos. I think it was 2015 though. Man, all the years are running together now. My head's a mess. It's just, can't believe it's 2026. What the hell, man? This is rough. When did the Steelers feel like stopping them at this point? Thank you. Broncos 2015. Very good. Yeah. That was also the same year. See, it was even worse because no Skarnakia, and the offensive line was not as tight and not as they were previously. So it just was a bad, hell, it still almost won the damn game. Like, and had we had a better record, could we have been at home? We lost that stupid game against Brock Osweiler. Okay, it looks like the Steelers are falling apart already. Yeah, 2013, we were going to lose that game. That was just ugly. That was like the 2012 against the Ravens. We just weren't that team. It just wasn't there. But 2015, we would have won that if it had been at home, or if Wade Phillips had not been the coordinator. One of those things we would have won. So that right there was the difference maker. And by the way, that home field advantage gave them that victory. So that was the edge, talking about home field advantage. Denver being in Mile High, that little bit of advantage was the difference maker on if you put it all on the scale. So, okay, let me rephrase. I'm not saying it was the difference maker. I'm saying it was an added benefit on the grand scale of things. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Just never mind. Bonus points if you remember the Pats player who muffed the punt versus Denver in 2015 against... That's Wes Welker. Wait. Oh, you mean the Pats player who muffed the punt. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the comeback against Denver. That game that we lost, the Pats player that muffed that punt was... Damn, I'll tell you, man, I don't often rewatch big losses like that. Can't remember. Shit, I don't know. Yeah, the comeback was 2013. Yeah. It's just when I read it that's immediately what I thought about when I read muffed punt. I don't know. I can't remember. I know it was an Edelman. I know that for sure. So Edelman wouldn't do that. Chris Harper. Okay. Good job, Minuteman. Good job. Yeah, there's a lot of things that lost that game. It's just... Yeah, Michael, that's the way I read it. I was thinking, what former Patriot muffed the punt, and then I immediately just went to Wes Welker and that comeback game. All right, Steelers, hold them to a field goal if you can. Well, that's not going to work if you leave them wide open. Yes, Elf, but he did not touch it. Julian Edelman did not have sexual relations with that ball. Well, crap. They just let them go 92 yards, guys. 92 yards. Couldn't stop them on 92 yards. Pathetic. Oh, Katie, you put the kid to bed? The little Vonette? Is that her name? Little Vonette? Is that what we're going to call her? Okay. I'll be right back, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Yeah, Logan Mankins, I don't like that guy. Screw him. I'm glad he didn't get a Super Bowl. I'm glad he missed out on him at least. I wish he would have gotten a Super Bowl, of course, but if we were going to miss him, at least he missed him. Ha ha. And Wes Welker, too. Screw Wes Welker. He can suck an egg. Did I miss something? All right. Flag? For what? Better not be on the Texans. Oh, okay. Intentional grounding. I was about to say, that flag better not be for knocking Aaron down to the ground. That was bad. That would have been bad. It's all right. You got to get rid of it. I mean, what are you going to do? It's Sack would have been the same thing. At least you took a chance. Maybe they don't throw a flag. Maybe they don't see it. So you just gotta throw it away. This is not good. This is not good. Like Joe Buck made a good point just now. The Steelers defense worn out after a 92 drive. They're probably going to give up some points on this drive too. Hope not. Maybe. Well, Houston's been having some mishaps on offense. So maybe they can take advantage of that. I think CJ might be a little nervous. But that'll go away in the second half. So they better take their opportunities now. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. This Pittsburgh team's just not very good. They're just not. I mean, we were all together last week for the Ravens game, and it was basically whichever team, it seemed like whatever team wanted to lose the most. It was like very strange. How do I have 225 people watching on X, but yet I can't see them? So weird. Maybe I pulled open the wrong chat box. BJ. So it looks like JJ Watt is on the Peyton Eli show right now. But I'm not listening to it. I just have it on there. So Steers got to get off the field. They have to. They absolutely have to right now, or they're screwed. Aaron, why don't you like Pepsi? I do like Pepsi. Pepsi is very good. And like if sometimes you're at a restaurant and they don't have a deal with Coke, I'll take a Pepsi. RC Cola is really good too. I just prefer Coke. It's not as sweet, so it's just right. Steers got it. Are they going to call that a forward pass? TJ Watt again. Man, I would give anything to have him on the Patriots. I want to say that to April. We're gonna steal TJ Watt next year. Ha 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 ha. See what she says about that. She says never. That was the best thing for that defense because they were wore out. Now, hopefully, the offense can run the clock here, get them to halftime, and without too much more work. They'll have to play defense one more time, but that's good. So it's all right. It's all right. It's a terrible play call, but just got to get in the end zone, though, man. You got to get in the end zone. Like I said, Texans offense were having some trouble. It looks like some jitters, some weird things going on. Take advantage of it now because that will probably get adjusted. There you go, Aaron. What a play. Okay, hear me out, guys. I think you might have to go for it here. I normally don't say that, but that defense is exhausted. If you can get a new set of downs here, yeah. This is one of those situations where I do agree with it. And it worked. It's just that 92 yard drive. Steelers defense was walking off the field after that touchdown drive, and they're all just like, you know? And then they just get a turnover. You can't put them back on the field. You got to get that first down. That's perfect. Again, very rare moment where I will say that. But it's all situational, man. Football is situational. And see, now if you end up with a field goal, you've run the clock, you know? So, and you've got your 3 timeouts, which means you can call those timeouts on defense. So if defense needs a breather, you've got 3 of those and 2-minute warning. Well, no. If you have to kick it, you'll probably run it down to the 2 minutes. So, but at least you got the 3 timeouts. That's good. No, that's not good. You want to run the clock at least. Okay, Elf, I see it. I'll check it here in a second, okay? I just want to finish this drive, see what happens. Nah, they're not. No. You guys do understand that they only sent 4, right? They sent 4, and not one Texan actually touched Aaron. Is it just me, or does Aaron look like a rookie out there? All right, am I crazy? Alpha Courage with the $2 super chat says, when you get the chance, watch this. I made this back in 2012. Let's check this out. I did not have sexual relations with this video. I'll post the link. Oh crap. Elf, if you want to post, you can post the link in the YouTube chat then. Didn't Belichick have the opportunity to draft TJ Watt? Or was he taken before? I thought that we could have got him. Maybe that's wrong. He was taken before? He was taken before? Okay. I was going to say, man, that's another screw up. I thought Watt was taken pretty late, though. I think he was taken in the 20s, wasn't he? Like the high 20s? I thought, why did I think we could take him? Huh. We could have traded, I guess. It's fascinating that he fell so far. Another weird thing is having two brothers who are the best defensive player in the league of their era, which is very strange. You normally wouldn't have that. Like, even though Eli won Super Bowls, there was no year where he was ever even a top 5 quarterback. Yeah, I know what you mean, Elf. I've probably forgotten more football than most people know. I do know the older you get, the more years are behind you, the harder it becomes to distinguish the difference between years. So when I was in my 20s, I could pinpoint what happened in the 92 season, 96 season, whatever. But when I got in my 30s, and then the 90s became like a blur, and everything started kind of merging together. And then when I hit my 40s, now the like 2010 to 2016, 2017, they all kind of seem to be colliding into the similar years. It's weird how that works. Like, you can picture things, you know what you're talking, you know what you're saying, but the exact date of those things start to kind of blur together. It's weird. If you're in your 20s, you're going to know what I'm talking about pretty soon. Like, when you get your 30s, you're going to start thinking back, and all of a sudden you're like, wait, what? It'll happen. So, I mean, I can't believe. Wow. Next year, the 2007 Patriots, the 16-0 Patriots, will have been 20 years ago. That doesn't even make sense. Oh, thanks, Katie. I appreciate it. Yeah, James. Yeah, COVID did screw up some things too. It also took me out of some things. Like, it's just very weird. And maybe that did affect us in some way too. But it's not that you forget what you're talking about. You know what you're saying. It's just the ability to sharply come up with that day or that exact year sometimes gets a little off. Like 5 years ago, I never would have mistaken if it was 2013 or 2015 with Wade Phillips. Never. That never would have happened. But now that's 11 years ago. 11 years ago and 13 years ago, respectively, depending, because I was talking about 2013. Now you're unsure. It's like, wait, which one was it? It's very weird. That worked for you, Phil? Then maybe I should start drinking and see if that helps my. No, I've got a good memory. I'm talking about these are just like small little blips in your brain that happen. They're just like like a quick short circuit, Like you forget someone's name that you know, and it's like for just like 5 seconds you're like, what is that name again? And it's also even worse though when you're doing a live show, because you're just talking the whole game. You're trying to think of a million things, and you're trying to stay entertaining. You're trying to focus on the game, but also think of things to say. It's like that actually increases it and makes it worse. So sometimes you'll just end up saying things that don't make any sense, or you say something you didn't realize it. You guys will notice this. Watch, like if you ever, used to watch First Take or Undisputed, and somebody will be saying something, and you clearly knew what they meant, but they said something completely different, like a different team name or a different player or something like that. And they just keep talking and no one corrects them. That's just part of being live. And everyone knew what you meant anyway. That's just, it's a weird thing. Gary Kubiak's sons are getting looked at as NFL head coaching candidates. That is scary. Holy crap. That is scary. I remember when he was John Elway's backup when I was in junior high. Unbelievable. All right. Steelers can get this. And they don't. They give up a first down. Yeah, I noticed that, Israel. He's starting to talk like Tom Kurt Warner is. He's like, this is bad quarterback. This is. Yeah, Katie, when you're live, it's again, it's just your mind is on a million different things. I'm trying to watch the game, process what I'm seeing so I can analyze it, give it to you. I'm also trying to say things or talk like normal, react to your comments, try to recall what we're talking about or recall past events. Running the show, making sure all the levels are correct. It's just you have a lot on your head in your head, so hit them. I feel sorry for the people that do this and are also nervous. At least I don't deal with that. At least I don't deal with any kind of camera shyness or anything like that. But some people, boy, they have it. You can see it. They're just terrified, like deer in headlights. Oh! He got jacked up! Michael, you were 8 when Brady won his first Super Bowl. I was 21. I don't know, Phil, but I'm telling you that their backup's pretty good. He's pretty good. I just don't think the Steelers defense is all that impressive right now. It seems to be that they're deceiving Stroud pretty easily, fairly easily, I should say. Other than that one drive, that drive was good, that 92-yard drive, but okay. So that's halftime. They're just gonna down the ball. No, okay, they don't even have to. Cool. They ran the clock out. Although that ball did hit the ground with 2 seconds left. But I'm glad we didn't have to suffer through that. All right. I'm not trying to speak too soon or talk any junk about Houston because they definitely, they played well this year. But last night when I was asked who do I want to play in the playoffs, and I said, well, so you guys are split, I think. Some of y'all said Pittsburgh, some of y'all said Houston. And my reasoning, I just said I would rather play a good defense than against a great quarterback, a quarterback capable of just, pulling your heart out. And I was giving Aaron a lot of props for that. Like, I know what he's capable of, or what he used to be capable of. Whatever reason, that's not happening this year. And it's just kind of flat. Like, you saw how last week he reacted when he lost his helmet, and he couldn't just. And then today he's throwing the ball away into nobody. He's illegal men downfield. That means that he didn't, manage to huddle correctly before. It's just something's not right there. But I've always been suspicious of young quarterbacks in their first playoff games, or when they're new. It's the only thing I was worried about Drake. I thought that he might be nervous, and he was the first half. You saw it. But CJ Stroud, they've had two turnovers, almost 3. Something's not right here. Maybe they'll get that fixed at half. So maybe he'll come back out and he'll feel better. But something's definitely wrong with Houston on offense. But the Texans defense haven't been all that impressive either. The Steelers have had chances with those. They've had 3 drops in a row that would have been big plays. I mean, Houston wasn't doing that. They weren't stopping them. Houston was letting them have plays, openings. It's just to me, Stroud looks like as soon as a Steeler gets near him, it looks like he's kind of panicking. So I really would be curious to see if they would, like Phil said, I would be very curious to see if they would trade him out. I just would want to know what would happen. That would be interesting. Yeah, Michael, I agree. I think we're going to see some changes here. We're going to see some scoring this time. And of course, as always, I know it's cliche. As the game goes on, defenses tire. That's when you start seeing scores open. People always say, how come offense starts scoring all of a sudden in a 2-minute huddle at the end of the game and all this stuff? Well, the defenses are wore out, dude. That's just how it works. Texans have run 38 plays in the first half, and they get the ball to start. First drive of the second half is going to be important for the Steelers. Yep. People are dyeing their dogs to look like other animals. Is that safe? Weird. I hate halftime. Why is Caleb Williams paints his nails? Why is he doing that? I wouldn't go that far, Phil. I don't think he's a great quarterback. Not yet. Takes a while. Takes a while to be called that. But that was a nice win, man. It was a good win by him. It was clutch. Clutch, and that's what you want. That's what you're looking for. I'd say he's a very good quarterback right now. Like Drake May is a very good quarterback. Great? Not quite. Not quite. He's better than Matthew Stafford, though. But who isn't? No, I guess Patrick Mahomes ain't. Because he's at home. I should perform a halftime show. What do you think? Should I saw Melena in half? Make one of the cats disappear? What do y'all think? In fact, where are the cats? Hey guys, what's going on? Where the hell are y'all? All these damn pets, and none of them even come to me. They're bugging the crap out of me when I'm working, but they don't bother me when I'm live. It's very strange. There's one. What's up, kiddo? It's the little one, the baby. All right, we're finally back. Let's go.
Von Allen Sports.
That was outstanding on so many levels. Look at that torque.
What are you doing, kiddo? These interviews are pointless, right? Like, you don't learn anything. Uh-oh, is the ball going to start moving now? I sure do, Katie. Absolutely. Fun fact, Mahomes is 17-4 in the playoffs, while Herbert is 0-3. What's the ref's record when the Mahomes is playing? I'm just asking for a friend. That wasn't me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This is not good. Not good for the Steelers, I mean. Torque. It did have some torque on it, didn't it? Had a little bit of torque. Aaron, name my top 5 fascists? Wow. Well, Joe Biden, Woodrow Wilson, Lyndon Johnson, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton. Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter was just a dumbass. He's like a nice guy. Didn't just was in over his head, and the establishment basically ran the country while he was president. It's very similar to the Joe Biden situation, where Not as bad as the Joe Biden situation, but it was similar to where the president was just a guy that just kind of, hey, there's the president, and didn't mean anything. So he's just, I don't know. He's just weak. But again, that weakness was I mean, look how they dealt with Iran, right? It's very similar to the Afghanistan situation. When you can blame everything on the sitting president that you're controlling, it's easy to make those weird decisions because you can get away with it. So that's basically Carter. I knew it. I knew they'd get that corrected. I knew Houston would. That halftime, man, it helps. It, whatever nerves you had, whatever issues you have, they kind of just, you're acclimated now, and you just don't care anymore. First down. It's another drive where the Steelers are going to be out there forever. You have a professor that said Carter was not a bad president, just an ineffective one. I would definitely put him in the category of bad. Just not evil. Just not, wasn't doing it on purpose, but just bad decision maker on anything that he was allowed to have a decision on. But definitely a bad president. Just not any good, I mean. But again, not evil. Not, not diabolical like these other guys. I don't call myself a musician. I call myself a composer. A musician is someone, in my opinion, a musician is someone who plays one instrument extremely, extremely efficiently. Like they're amazing at it. And that's what they do. They like, like a musician would be a violinist who plays in the orchestra. They don't do composition. They just play. What do you think? I think if I'm the Texans, I'd go ahead and kick it probably if it's fourth down. The hell's going on here? Intercepted! What was Stroud thinking? Throw it away, dude! What? You have 3 points. You have a guaranteed 3 points. Like, that's the worst case scenario, is that you get a field goal and you take a bigger lead. What? Why would you? Why would you throw that? Dar, 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 dar. Yeah, exactly, Michael. Well said. Too much backyard football. That's what that was. Oh, I've got to make a play. I've got to make a play. I've got to make something happen. This ain't college, dude. No, a musician is not a person who creates music. We have a different word for that. That's called a composer. That's why we have that word. So, musician is someone who plays an instrument very well. So, you have different types of people that do music. You have producers who don't play an instrument or write music. They actually just produce it. And that's why they're called a producer. You have composers who actually aren't even that efficient at playing instruments themselves individually, but they can write. They can write the music itself, and so we call them composers or songwriters. And yeah, so. Dude, Michael, you're so right. This backyard football thing is just, it's ruining the quarterback position. Okay. What it is that these guys, they were in high school or college when Patrick Mahomes started coming out in 2018. And that was like all the rage, and that was becoming the big thing. And now they're all trying to copy it now. So it's just, yeah. It's like they don't even know how to. You know where it all started? I mean, not where it all started, but you know what made it even worse is in the Super Bowl in 2020. Okay, against the Bucks. It's when they created a new stat. Okay, a new stat. Like we never looked at this before, but they created a new stat to measure how many yards that Patrick Mahomes ran for. It was like 400 or 500 yards of him running around the field, running for his life, right? And they statted that actually, okay? It's unbelievable. And when you do that, it put a microscope on this hero ball bullshit, okay? That wasn't something good to put a stat on. That wasn't something positive. And they were talking about it like it was some kind of great. No, that was Patrick leaving the pocket because he didn't know what to do. And all these idiot kids looked at that and thought that was cool. And so now you've got every single quarterback of these young guys, nearly every single one of them, bailing out of the pocket immediately, just like Mahomes. It's exactly the same way. And they all got it in their heads that that's what they're supposed to do. Like that's the thing, you know? And when we praise Mahomes for an incompletion, that would have been an interception, actually, or should have been if it wasn't missed. But what kind of play call was that? The fans should be booing that. That's. You know, guys, Mahomes might have ruined quarterbacking in the league. Look at that idiot with that helmet. Katie, if you stay in the pocket, there is no good defense for a pure pocket passer that can hit his throws. Okay? There's no defense for it. I mean, if you can get rid of the ball and know where to go exactly, and you can make those throws where it's within inches, okay? If you can make those throws in the pocket, it's just you have to have a good day that day to stop it. You have to have the perfect defense and the right combo of everything. Everything has to be perfect. But week in and week out, you can't stop that. It's just too hard. Can't believe the Steelers got a first down. You know why they did? Because Houston was too soft on the coverage just now. So Houston gave that to them. It's not like the Steelers earned that. It's not like whatever. The Steelers follow one play with one good play with one crappy play. It's very. Now I know why Steelers fans are so angry all the time. Israel says Mahomes ruined quarterbacking, Dan Campbell ruined coaching. Go, Aaron. Wow. This is just bad football. Deep. Aaron's going deep. Pass interference. No call. Got to be able to play defense, man. Fans can boo all they want. That wasn't pass interference. Nope. This Steelers team is not good. If they survive this somehow, I mean, this is going to be a miracle. They're going to, and we're talking luck. How many points have Houston given away so far? I love how all the fans are all like, "Where's the flag? Where's the flag? I mean, do the flag." Yeah, look at the replay, jackass. Wow, they make Rachel McAdams like look really ugly. Barely recognize her. Houston, they're not impressing me right now. If this was any other team in the playoffs, this would be like 24-6. Houston, they don't have it either. So not right now. Sorry, but when you're an offense and you're led by a supposed Hall of Fame quarterback, right? And you got 6 points off of 2 turnovers. 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers. And you only got 6 points to show for the whole game. It's not impressive. So Phil Williamson, he is not the director of the original Spider-Man movies. No one cares about that. Okay? He's the director of Army of Darkness and Evil Dead. Okay? That's it. That's all that matters. That's all you had to say. Spider-Man. Who's heard of Spider-Man? Nobody knows what that is. What is that? Some kind of like cult thing like only a few people know about? Nobody's heard of Spider-Man. Nobody would watch a movie about a guy who's a spider. Okay? But Army of Darkness? Evil Dead? That's the genius right there. Aaron Rodgers, 12 of 20 for 99 yards. This is the guy that they were saying was better than Tom Brady. No, I've never seen Fantastic Voyage. Is it good? It's okay, Minuteman. Just call me Vaughn. Everyone else does. Sack. Third and 10. Oh, Stroud's receiver was on the ground. Tough break. Put in your backup. Wow. Wait a minute. I don't think Davis Mills is there. He's listed as questionable. Mills is 3-0 this year when starting. He threw in 5 touchdowns and only 1 interception. I'm not sure if he's there or not. Says he was questionable. Last game, Texans. Mills is available, and he is there. Okay, he's there. They should put him in. They should put him in. It's not like he hadn't had any playing time this year. I, I, I just think that he's more comfortable in the pocket, and he would deal with this pass rush. I think he would deal with it better. And I don't know, just my opinion. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's what people say, right? It's just my opinion. Well, no shit. You're the one saying it. We can hear you. Why do you have to tell us that? Right? It's like, or people say, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Well, good for you. I'm just saying. Yeah, and I'm just saying you're an idiot. How about that? I'm just saying. Ooh, they got Ben Raplesberger on the Manning show. I mean, I'm so sorry. Did I say that? Ben Roethlisberger. That was weird. I can't believe that came out of my mouth. That's weird. The hell happened? And Aaron's back to pass, and he almost overthrew him. Aaron, stop lobbing the ball, dude. That's what costed them that pass earlier. Why'd you throw that, Aaron? An incompletion would have been better. Yeah, Michael, something's weird there, right? Like, he either throws it too hard or there's no touch, and then sometimes it looks like he can't throw at all. It's very weird. I don't know if he's got another year left. Aaron, dude, you're playing like trash. Seriously. Like this is I cannot believe this is Aaron Rodgers. It's just weird. I mean, I know he's old, but this is shocking. Like shockingly bad. Get it together. And he fumbles it. He gets stripped. Steelers recover it anyway, so now they're punting. This is just bad football. Yeah, Roger does need some smelling salts. If the final score is 7-6, that's going to be the most pathetic thing that has ever happened. That both teams should probably just, I don't know, sell the team or something. Maybe trade them for 2 teams out of the Canadian Football League. You know, like just Pittsburgh switches with like the Toronto, what are they, the Argonauts or something like that? What's another CFL team? They have a team called the Generals or something, and the Senators or something. I don't know, something like that. Canadian football team. You know, people are going to say, "Oh, the Texas defense, look at that," but yeah, they're getting to them on a lot of plays, but there are also plays that are makeable, and they're missing them too. So I don't want to hear about it. Minuteman. Yeah, maybe, possibly. You know, this is. You know, even with how the Texans offense is, has been kind of, messing it up a bit. You keep giving them chances, they're going to come through. They're going to. It's just you can't just keep doing this. You can't keep pushing the envelope. The Steelers got to do something. He's acting like he's hurt. I'm gonna get him off the field. He's no good anyway. If you don't catch it, the coach said, if you don't catch the ball the rest of the game, you're out. We're going to send you out. And then we're going to bring fans onto the field, and we're going to try that, see if that works. We're paying millions of dollars to you to not catch the ball. This is like paying millions to a kicker to not make the kick. Another fumbled snap. What? What's going on? He wasn't paying attention, or either Stroud, somebody miscommunication here. Probably most likely the center snapped it too soon. This is embarrassing. Texans needed that fourth down or that third down play, didn't they? Whew. This is just bad. Yeah, that was nice. I give him credit. I mean, it erases. That's all you can do. You have a fumbled snap like that. You have a 3rd and long. All you can do is just get a first down and reset it, and then it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't mean anything, and now it doesn't. That fumbled snap now never happened, so it's completely irrelevant. It's all you can do, man. So it's what I was saying about Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. The first one, where Jalen he fumbled. There was a turnover, and Chiefs got a touchdown off that. The only way you can neutralize that is to take the team down and get a touchdown and equalize it, and then you start from there. That's all you can do, man, is reset it. But you have to do that. But these weird fumbles and weird snaps and things, this is bizarre. I don't know if I've seen this many before in a playoff game. Very strange. Phil, where are you? I'm sorry, not Phil. Michael, where are you from? Where did you go to school? What high school are you talking about? Are you in Colorado? Am I excited for the national championship? Yeah, I actually am. I'm going to watch college football this year. I'm going to watch the championship. Got to look at the. Got to watch the prospect play. Mendoza. He's going to be the number 1 pick probably, right? So I got to scout the dude because I got to give him a rating, and we got to get ready for the draft. And what's the dude? The dude on Miami. What's his name? It's a very basic name, like Israel, remember. We talked about him the other night. We were talking about him. I said he seemed like a pretty good dude. McCaffrey's were in Arizona? Wow. I didn't know that. Figured they'd be in Colorado because of the father. Dude, James, I completely forgot. Completely forgot to do that. Yes. Okay. I'll write to Adonis and see what he's doing. Okay, I want the Steelers to win this, then it'd be more of a, because then we'll have all week to kind of schedule it and figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna have to put my glasses on, Michael. I don't know why. I thought you put Christian McCaffrey for some reason. I guess I just saw Christian and then just assumed that's who you're talking about. Oh wait, no, wait. These are the They have like a black. Are these the ones that reflect the green screen, huh? Yeah, they put like black holes in my eyes there. Yeah. Steelers got lucky here with just a field goal attempt. It's good. Okay. Lana closed my door. I guess she's tired of hearing my voice. So what's up? Oh, I bet she's on the phone with her boyfriend. Joe Burrow keeps calling the house, and I can't do nothing about it. I keep telling him, stop calling, dude. It's like, you know? He won't take no for an answer. Did the Steelers score a touchdown tonight? Does anyone score a touchdown tonight other than the Houston one? What's up? Why'd you close my door? You talking to Burrow right now? Football baby? Did he call? You sent me a Rumble chat? I only have the two that you sent. I have the most recent one was you sent me a link to a video. I posted the link and I read it. Is there one after that? Because I don't see it. Irie, what's up, man? What did Blind Assassin say? Oh, Blind Assassin says Burrow. She's upgrading. Damn, that was harsh, man. What the hell did I do to you? Well, you know what? I wouldn't cry about how football's not fun anymore, and I don't know if I want to play. I wouldn't do it. No, Elf. No, I don't see it. Let me refresh the chat. Maybe there's something wrong. Nice run. No, man, there's nothing there. Did he catch it? Yeah, Elf. It's basically the same game. This is the Ravens Steelers game from last week. It's just nobody wants to win, I guess. Um, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Tyree, what's up? Jesus, Aaron. Was Aaron down? How do you miss that guy? Unbelievable. Well, well, well. Number 60 on the Steelers utterly sucks. That was his fault. 100% his fault. I don't want to, James. I don't want to. We have 300 viewers on X right now. X, way cool, very cool. What, what? See that, YouTube? You're losing me, man. You're losing me. This is just bad football. It's over. It's over. Aaron doesn't have it. He doesn't have that anymore. And not only does he not have it, but the Steelers aren't. They're just not that team. We saw this last week. The winner between the Ravens and the Steelers were never going to go far. We saw that. We saw how bad both teams were. I'm trying to reverse psychology of these guys. So I'm kind of trying to jinx it. I don't think it's going to work though. I think they really are just that bad. So. Oh, did he actually catch it this time? There we go. Guys, do your thing. What's up, Elm? Yeah, that big helmet's awful. My God, Aaron. He looks so bad. He looks like Phillip Rivers out there, like as far as moving around. This is he just doesn't have it. This is sad. He's the last, guys. He's the last of the generation of the golden era of quarterbacks. Oh my God, this is a bad. Listen, I'm not ignorant to the fact that the Texans have a good defense, okay? But this is more than that. This is it's not just that, okay? It's not just that. These receivers are not running the routes correctly. When Aaron rolls out of the pocket, receivers got to come back. Somebody's got to come back and be aware of what's going on. This is coaching, okay? This is bad coaching. This game's screwed. So it's 11-point game right now. So 2 possessions, but as of right now, one of those possessions could be a field goal and a touchdown with a 2-point conversion. It's not impossible, but this is typical Steelers. Hey, sweetie. My chat didn't do the thing, so I'm going to ask you. You're going to take that ugly ass thing off. She said no, guys. What about Stafford? What do you mean, what about Stafford? Stafford sucks. Overrated trash. Joe Flacco's a better quarterback than Matthew Stafford. What's up? Thank you. Isn't she so sweet, guys? Except for talking to Joe Burrow. "2013 Seahawks defense, yeah, I would, yeah, definitely." They can't afford anything right now. It's not that bad. The jacket is not that bad. It's an inside joke. It started as a joke, and now I just run with it. But it's not that bad, actually. Okay, you can't give up a first down there. That's the thing. You had to get off the field right then. Now just another set of downs, more clock running. It's what generation does Stafford fall in? I don't know, the who gives a crap generation. I don't know. I don't think of him. Anybody who has Megatron, the best wide receiver I've ever seen in my life, and you've got Megatron and you don't get anything done, not even a good run, a decent run in the playoffs, you can't get that. I'm sorry, I don't care. You're overrated. Do I think we can beat Houston? Hell yeah, we can beat Houston. We can beat either one of these teams. Our defense is going to completely confuse CJ Stroud, probably, I would say. Obviously, the defense is good, so I'm going to have to do something about that. Maybe another low-scoring game. It may be like against the Chargers, but we'll see. But I'm just not that impressed by their offense, to be honest with you. I'll tell you this much. I was more afraid of Justin Herbert than I am CJ Stroud. When was Stafford born? Yeah, no one knows. His mom didn't know she was pregnant. She thought she had a staph infection. And then she found out that she was, pregnant with him. He came out looking like a fat baby, like a big, fat head. This game's over. Yeah. It's over. Defense basically did their job, but offense can't. They just couldn't overcome anything. They couldn't overcome, and oh yeah, that's how Milena ended up with me. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to talk about you. Another first down. What's this flag? You got a defense getting all these turnovers, and you can't even score more than 6 points. That's utterly pathetic. This is pathetic. It would have been nice to play Pittsburgh. I'm telling you, with the way they look, if they'd somehow pulled that out. So what happens to Tomlin, guys? You think Tomlin gets fired? Steelers don't really like firing their coaches. They've only had 3 coaches in their franchise history. Fitz tragic. The best case scenario the Steelers can hope for is to hold them to a field goal. That, I mean, at least you're within 14. You give up a touchdown, might as well not even go back on the field. You know, it's just. You're right, Irie. That's probably what's going to happen. That's yeah. Seriously, You just gave up that run for a touchdown? Y'all suck. Y'all suck. Holy crap. What a waste. What a waste. It's just lots of good individual players in the Steelers, but as a team, they just can't get it done. The thing is about Mike Tomlin is that the mediocrity keeps him employed, you know? And like I said before, it's enough to keep you from, not drowning, but it's not enough to make you swim. And it's just you're stagnant. It's just always the middle ground every year, and it gives the illusion that you're doing something. So you keep that in place. But in reality, if you made a switch, maybe you can restart things. But it's bad. And again, I know that the Texans defense is good, but even in moments where the Steelers had chances, they couldn't. They were their own worst enemy, So Steelers fans leaving the building. You got a team celebrating on the sidelines, celebrating in your house on the sidelines with 3.5 minutes left, and you still got 3 timeouts. That's embarrassing. Garbage time. This would have been the same result if it was the Ravens. That was a nice interception by Aaron. That was good. He threw it to the Texans, right to him. Okay, it was a pick 6 because nobody made a tackle. Look at this. Nice job, Aaron. Nice tackle there, Aaron. That was way to stop him. Way to stop him. Wow. Pathetic. Pathetic. I don't have anything to say at this point. The hell happened with that extra point? That was weird. Talk about all-time shank. This score is not indicative of this game. People are going to look at this scoreboard that didn't watch the game. They're going to wake up tomorrow morning, look at the game, look at the scoreboard, and go, "Wow, Texans really took care of business. They're going to destroy the Patriots." It's like, yeah, maybe you should watch that game. All right, whatever. Maybe it got tipped. I don't know. Somebody get their hands on it. Yeah. I'm okay. Either one of these teams, I think we can take care of. And maybe it's a close game, just because of their defense. But yeah, I agree, Israel. I agree. All right, well, let's take a look at the schedule this weekend. I know we play Sunday night again. Okay, well, I don't know which games are which. I can't find updated schedule. NFL website doesn't have it listed yet, so I don't know why, but whatever. Screw them. But anyway, we will be together for the divisional round for all the games. So I will see you guys here Saturday. And we will watch some real playoffs now that we've weeded out all the crap. All the crap is gone out of the wild card, all the pretenders, all the jokes. So far, anyway. So, yeah. But I think we'll be okay. I think we just play normal football, don't do anything stupid, and we can win this. we can get ourselves in the AFC Championship game. Just got to play smart football. Don't have to be extraordinary. Just be smart. No mistakes. Play the game. Fundamentals. And it's winnable. You guys saw this. You see what this was about. If this was the Patriots tonight instead of the Steelers, this game's over. And it's a blowout. So, but next week is a different story. Houston may correct those mistakes. Whatever the problems they were having tonight, whatever was causing these problems, may be corrected. So you can't count on that, you know? So. Oh, Katie, that's good to hear. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me these last 2 nights. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take off. And I'll see y'all Saturday. Okay? So have a good week, everybody. And yeah, let's go Pats.
Von Allen Sports.
This is the man with the most badass name in sports, the Pharaoh, the Egyptian god himself, Amon-Ra St. Brown. And on behalf of my man Von Allen, we want to thank you for your support. Let's fucking go.
Von Allen Sports.